Today is a very special day and a day of celebrating in my house. Although we are mourning, and you all must be wondering why. Well, I'll tell you. There's this 17-year-old girl who lives in India, and she killed herself. And this devastating and shocking news from India, we were so upset about it. But we're not even related with her. Although there are some similarities, because her last name is Shanmugam and my father's name is Shanmugam. So there are similarities, and this made us so sad. So that's the reason we're not celebrating my father's birthday. Now let me tell you her story. This 17-year-old girl who committed suicide had the highest GPA score in her school, but she didn't make it into medical school. As you all know, there is a test you need to pass before going into medical school. As in here in America, you have the MCAT, but in India, you have the NEET. And you have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a tutor so you can study for the NEET. But her father, they're very poor, and her father delivers everything by hand, and he always carries it over her head. And he just gets $50 every month, so they can't pay that much for a tutor. So she had to go in and just take the NEET from what she knew. And of course, it wasn't fair, because then she wasn't able to get a high score like most of the other students who were able to pay for tutoring would. So when she went to court, meanwhile, the government of India had promised her they would exempt for all the students of Tamil Nadu. But while she was still in court, they had backpedaled on their promise, so she had lost the case. So when she went to take the exam again, she had not got a high score again, and that meant she wouldn't be able to go to medical school. And so she was really sad about this, and that's why she committed suicide. But, you know, who are we to say what she should have done? There are lots of people mocking about her death and saying, oh, she shouldn't have committed suicide, she should have done that, blah, blah, blah. And we're so privileged here. I mean, look at me. I'm 9 years old. I'm supposed to be in 4th grade, but I'm in 5th grade. And I'm also studying molecular biology in MIT. So we're very privileged in here. So we don't have to say what she should have done. But I really hope that the government of India will rewind on their stupidity and make it possible for all these children to be able to get some studying in before taking the test. Sincere request to those people who are making fun of her and mocking her. Instead of mocking her, go to court and stand up for what she stood up for. Just don't commit suicide, because if you don't get what you want, there's always another way, and you may even get something that's better than what you wanted.